Just a matter of time, I suppose.
Hi, I'm Steve Samblis.
And I'm Bradley Day.
And this is our Icy Places instant movie review of the movie The Watchmen.
The Watchmen.
The
Watchmen. And just in case you didn't get it in the title, you can recognize it by the watch.
So,
yes.
Brad, so what did you think about the last 3 hours?
Well, I thought the last 3 hours could have been better spent in bed sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yeah,
yes,
sleeping's good. Feeding my dogs.
Dude,
walking my dogs.
If I had to look at another blue penis, I would kill myself. And you okay.
Anyways, it's a character in the movie.
Yeah, there's Dr. Mountain or something.
Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan, yes. This movie was 2 hours and 50 minutes long.
Right, give it a little
well, okay. The Watchmen is one of the most anticipated movies ever made. They've been working on it in Hollywood for 20 years trying to get it made. It comes from a graphic novel called
The Watchmen?
The Watchmen. Time magazine or some magazine said that it's one of the 100 most important pieces of literature in the last decade or something like that.
Whatever.
Century.
I mean, no, I can understand. I mean, you can see it in the movie. I mean, it's a pretty deep, dark movie, and I'm sure the book was not much different, and it was a comic book too, right? Or
it was like 12 comic books, and they put it together into a hardback book, and it became a graphic novel.
Yeah, so I mean, I understand there's a lot of political things behind it. There's definitely, I mean...
And the movie actually takes place in like 1984 in a parallel universe, but they don't tell you that while you're watching it.
No, the movie, special effects wise, was amazing.
There were some good scenes.
The makeup on Nixon, it kind of made him look cartoonish.
He had a ski slope for a nose. That was so. A couple things about the movie. Way too many guys' butts. If they would have cut out I don't know what the deal is with the director, but if they would have cut out showing naked guys from behind and naked guys from the front, the movie would have been an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
But the majority of the movie was these naked guys walking around, which didn't make any sense because like the blue guy, Mr.
Manhattan,
Captain Manhattan, or whatever the hell his name is,
yeah.
Dr. Manhattan. The dude didn't need to be naked. There was no reason for him to be walking around naked through the whole movie.
See, there's an amount of naked men I like to see in a day, and that amount of men is zero. It's a zero. You know what I mean? And I prefer to keep it that way.
I was happy you went there with that, because I couldn't figure out how that story was going to be good. That's all. I don't know.
Anyways, I'm coming from a guy who knows nothing about it. It was 2 hours and 45 minutes, way too long. The characters were way too in-depth. You didn't have to know every little bit about them. There was gratuitous violence, which was, I'm not opposed to violence, but if it's necessary. It wasn't necessary to be as graphic as it was.
You didn't have to see bones pop out of people's arms and stuff.
I mean, it kind of reminded me of Saw 5 meets a comic book, and it's just like Batman, Spider-Man, all these other movies have come out, and they have volumes and volumes of the yin-yang. They don't need to do that much character development to bore somebody to the point where if you don't know anything about the Watchmen, you don't care an hour into it.
You don't. Well, no. Really, I'm so disappointed, dude.
I'm disappointed
too. We did this first look, which we went behind the scenes, and you can see it at firstlook.mevio.com, and where we showed how they made the movie, and it looked really cool. We saw it with critics this morning at 10 o'clock. And everybody was walking out going, ooh.
And even fans of the movie, you know, we're talking to one person.
Joey Cruz, this guy I'm going to be doing a radio show with on Friday nights, he walked out going, ooh, I'm going to hold my review till later this week.
So I can figure out how long it takes me to write it because it's about as long as the movie.
Okay, so we got to rate this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I mean, okay, if I rate it next to a Batman...
Oh, I'm not going to rate it next to anything. The movie was too long. Yeah. It was too in-depth for any normal person to grasp a hold of. There's a lot of, even with all the in-depthness, you still missed a lot of the parallel points and stuff like that. Oh, I'm going to give it a 1 because I really don't think it was that interesting other than the special effects. I'm giving it a 1.
I'm giving it a 1, Lisa, as well. I mean, because it was... This is so disappointing because we were really looking forward to it.
We were.
I got to do the screening this evening. I got like 478 people coming tonight to ours.
You might want to save them 2 hours and 45 minutes of their life, and
yes, and maybe we'll just order pizza or something.
It might be great. You know.
So anyhow, so we're gonna show the trailer. So I'm Steve Samblis.
And I'm Bradley Damon.
And we'll see you
after the movie.
After the movie.
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
died tonight. Somebody knows why. Somebody knows.
I heard he'd been working for the government. Maybe it was a political killing.
Maybe someone's picking off costumed heroes.
John thinks that there's gonna be a nuclear war.
What if that's why someone wants us out of the way? So we can't do anything to stop it. An attack on one is an attack on all of us.
Watchmen are over. What do you suggest we do about it?
Retribution.
We can save this world.
Why would I save the world? I no longer have any stake in.
Do it for me.
Will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."